Welcome back to the Lost Ones of Tal'dorei. Due to computer damage, episodes 7 through 44 have been lost, so I'm going to summarize everything that happened. Navalia turned the letter over to Vax and Keyleth, then the group spent some time with Vox Machina before noticing something crawling up the side of their ship and a purple flash of light. They raced to the ship and found Azimuth being held up by a woman wearing a cloak. They fought fiercely, but even with Vox Machina's assistance, the woman fled through a portal, taking Azimuth with her. Arrangements were made then to pursue the woman. Milan remained behind to gather intel with the aid of his new girlfriend. Elsif sold the airship, and then everyone went with Vox Machina through a portal in a tree Keyleth opened to the city of Vasselheim. There, Vox took them to the temple of the Matron of Ravens, where Ralof was revived. The Raven Queen made a brief appearance and requested that the group find and retrieve Azimuth, revealing that she is Azimuth's mother. They agreed and left, following Grog, who is delighted to find a new drinking partner in the newly revived Ralof. As they head toward the tavern, they bump into two wood elves, whom Keyleth recognizes as members of the Fire Ashari. Leah Gallinodal joins them in the tavern as her apprentice Rin wanders about the area. The two groups fill Leah in on some of the events, and Leah offers Lupe and Jasmine refuge among the Fire Ashari. The groups retire for the night, and the next day the Lost Ones wander about the shopping district to get a few things. Navalia goes into the jewelry store and lifts a medallion, fleeing successfully. Elsif goes to the armory and collects what she had dropped off the evening before, and Tholduin visits the potions and bookshops, flirting with both shop owners. And they regroup, and Keyleth takes them through another tree to the base of the volcano where the Fire Ashari guard the portal to the Plane of Fire. On their way up, they encounter a few giants and trick their way around them. At the village, they are greeted warmly and meet with the leader of the Fire Ashari, a human named Serkonos. He reveals to Vox Machina that the crisis orb they had left there was damaged and needed recalibrating. Keyleth offers to go to the Plane of Fire to get the ingredients, and Serkonos asks that Leah go with her to start her Aramente, much to Leah's shock. After some exchange between Leah and Serkonos, she agrees to go in, and she clears the way into the Plane of Fire, with the Lost Ones, Keyleth, and Serkonos following. They follow Leah as she follows her senses through the plane. They come across two fire elementals and engage in battle. Partway through the fight, a baby red dragon emerges from the sand, newly hatched. After the defeat of the elementals, Leah, Elsif, and Navalia work to gain the trust of the baby, and Leah is drawn into a debate with Serkonos and Keyleth as to whether or not to let it live, as red dragons always go bad. A great thundering is heard, and soon a golden dragon comes into view. She offers to take the newborn and raise it well. After safely sending the baby off with her, the group returns to the village to rest. The next day, they find that Keyleth has installed a sun tree near the village, and they go through to Whitestone, where they meet up with the rest of Vox Machina and Ralof, who was left with them so he could recover. Vox Machina lets the Lost Ones know that the woman who took Azimuth is Delilah Briarwood, and she's working with a group known as the Cult of the Whispered Ones. The Lost Ones come up with a new name for themselves, and Vox Machina offers the newly deemed Raven's Choice usage of their facilities in the castle and city. A week follows of downtime working on skills and acquiring new knowledge and items. Towards the end of the week, Ralof and Elsif put on a music performance, and the group goes over the events of the week. Tholduin manages to sneak a kiss on Leah's cheek after finding out his sister had found some mistletoe. Later, Navalia wanders off with Trinket and Elsif, and they talk about a few things. We find out that Elsif was once pregnant. The story takes a dark turn, but Navalia hugs Elsif before she manages to fully reveal what happened. Suddenly, a bunny hops out of the forest and becomes Navalia's new pet. The next morning, Cassandra asks the group to go south into the Parchwood Timberlands to deal with the zombie stone giants that are wandering the forest and causing trouble for travelers and scouts. So the group takes off into the forest, and when Leah tries to detect them using her abilities, she finds the forest full of undead beings. Traveling through the forest, they come across the body of a half-orc woman with markings similar to Grog's. Some of the group prepares a grave for her while the others investigate the tracks nearby. After she's burned by Tholduin and buried by Lupe, they follow the tracks and are taken by surprise by a werebear that pops out and tackles Elsif. A brief battle ensues, although Tholduin manages to calm the creature, and a new person emerges from the forest. She tells them that they are from a village nearby that is full of various kinds of lycanthropes. They travel to the village and interact with various villagers to get various materials and a place to rest for the night. They set out the next morning and hear loud sounds from the forest. Ralof goes to investigate, and then centaurs burst from the forest. The rest of the group runs toward where they came from and find 3 undead centaurs pursuing the group. After defeating the undeads, they acquire a list of names in Elvish and a new bow for Leah, the Oath Bow. Leah figures out that the list is names with prices and eye color next to them, and that the symbol on the things the undead were carrying is from the group the Myriad. They return again to the village, and Leah goes over the list with the leader and finds that one of the people on the list was a solitary man that lived nearby, making his living as a woodcutter. The group rests for the night again. Partway through the night, Leah leaves the building to meditate near the mountain and tune herself to her new bow. Soon after that, Foldwin, who has been hearing a voice calling him since they reached Tal'dorei, also leaves the building and travels past Leah and up into the mountains, following the voice that says, "Find me." Navalia awakens from her rest to find her younger brother gone and goes out to find him. She finds Leah as she comes out of her trance, and Leah says she's heard footsteps go past her and up into the mountain. They travel up into the mountain, and after a few hours find a pile of stuff and a lever that Foldwin has left for his sister. Navalia takes it and takes Leah down the mountain. They run into Elsif, who had woken to find them gone and was trying to find them. They return to the village, collect the rest of the party, and head out to where the villagers said the giants were located. They find the 3 giants in a large clearing, and after playing tricks on them for a short time, they engage them in battle. Upon their defeat, Lupe performs the burial ritual, and they return to the castle to let Cassandra know. When they return, they find that Vox Machina has returned as well, and have discovered a portal to the Shatterfell under the market plaza. They speak to the Grog about the half-orc they had found, and he says she may have run or been cast out on her wedding day. They go to the tavern due to a note they received, and discover that Milan has come to Whitestone. He gives them each a gift he had collected for them during his travels, Leah receiving the gift meant for Foldwin. He lets them know he's waiting for a new companion of his with a special package. The door swings open, and in walks a gnome woman holding a rope. The rope is attached to Azenith, who, upon seeing her companions, collapses to the ground. The group instantly gathers around her, with Leah holding them back from touching her. Her soul has been corrupted. Leah asks Vax to rush her to the Raven Queen's temple. He takes off with Azenith, with the others following. They arrive, and each person asks their deity to help Vax get the Raven Queen's attention. Soon the Raven Queen makes an appearance and lets them know how to cleanse her daughter's soul, saying that she can't take her to her realm while her soul is compromised. They take Azenith to the castle gardens and set up a magical circle to cleanse her soul. During the next 3 days, they each take time to watch over Azenith in shifts, as well as getting various other things done. In this time, Vax asks Navalia in secret to go gather information in Iman about the Cult of Whispers. She leaves her stuff with Leah as well as a note. They gather in the garden on the 3rd day, some of them detecting a disturbance in the air. Suddenly a remnant appears, a skeleton wearing a tattered pirate shirt, his appearance causing an immediate battle. During the fight, he attempted to take Azenith, but Leah, with the aid of her pendant, Kiss of the Changebringer, took her from his magic and put distance between them. This is where we will resume in the garden battling for Azenith's life. Thank you all for watching. Bye-bye!